From LinkedIn News, I'm Leah Smart, host of Everyday Better, an award-winning podcast dedicated to personal development. Join me every week for captivating stories and research to find more fulfillment in your work and personal life. Listen to Everyday Better on the LinkedIn Podcast Network, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
From LinkedIn News, I'm Jessie Hempel, host of the Hello Monday podcast. Start your week with the Hello Monday podcast. We'll navigate career pivots. We'll learn where happiness fits in. Listen to Hello Monday with me, Jessie Hempel, on the LinkedIn Podcast Network or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Negotiate Anything. I'm Kwame Christian. I'm a business lawyer by trade, but my passion lies in teaching you the keys of persuasion and conflict resolution. My goal is to empower you to engage in these conversations confidently and effectively by not only sharing what works, but by also uncovering why these techniques work through revealing the psychological principles that lie behind persuasion. This podcast is brought to you by the American Negotiation Institute, where we put on workshops that are designed to make your difficult conversations easier. These leadership workshops focus on conflict management and negotiation and will give you the confidence you need to get more of what you want without jeopardizing relationships. Check out the link in the description if you're interested in learning more. Hello, my friends. It is good to be back. Sorry for the delay. I have a quick update for you to tell you about what we've been working on here, and we have some exciting announcements to make. So there were two main reasons why it's been a while since we posted an episode. The first reason is because I was teaching at the Ohio State University's Moritz College of Law in their negotiation and dispute resolution program. And so it was a week-long course, very time-consuming, but very, very rewarding. I love doing that. So shout out to my students. Hopefully you are now new listeners. And while I was there, the university's dispute resolution program was ranked the number one dispute resolution program in the country. So that was very exciting. Hopefully we can hang on to that ranking for another year. The other reason that I haven't posted in a while was because I put on my first public negotiation and conflict management workshop. Of course, the majority of the business thus far has come from being invited in to companies to create customized workshops for larger corporations or organizations around the country. But this was the first time inviting people, and it was really exciting. We even had two people fly in from Saskatchewan, Canada. So shout out to Robin and Glenn. Thank you for coming. And one person from Wisconsin, and two people from Cleveland and one person from Cincinnati coming into Columbus, Ohio for our workshop. So it was very encouraging because the goal was to get 20 people, and we ended up getting 29, and we had to switch venues. So I was feeling pretty good about that. The reviews were solid. If you check out the website, you can see some of the pictures and videos from it. Everybody had a great time, which was really encouraging. And so because of that, we want to build on that success, and I would like to announce here on the podcast that we are going to do another workshop in Columbus, but we're also going to Miami and Los Angeles. So those two new locations are coming up in May. So Columbus, Miami, and Los Angeles in May. Then there are three other cities that we're going to hit eventually, hopefully this summer. That's going to be Houston, Chicago, and New York. So keep your eyes out for that. Those announcements, those are going to be coming up soon. But check out the link in the description if you're interested in coming. And I understand it's difficult if you do not live in those areas to make it in. Of course, you could fly in, but of course, that's expensive. If that is not an option for you, especially if you don't live in the States, one of the things you can do is you can take advantage of our new online course, which is super exciting because now you all have access to the same materials. So I've taken the information from the workshop, put it into the online course format, and the people who come to the workshops, they get an official certificate from the American Negotiation Institute for their training and the work that they put into it. But you can also get the certification from the American Negotiation Institute by doing the online course. And there are two tracks. You could either do the track that is just the course material, or you can do the certification track online, which allows you to not only have access to the online materials via the lectures, but you also will be paired with somebody to do a mock negotiation, 2 mock negotiations, and we'll pair you with somebody else another professional somewhere else in the world so you can actually practice live. The ability to practice the skill is really underappreciated, I think. Could you imagine if you were a professional basketball player and the coach said, all right, we're going to practice today. Here are some books on basketball. Good luck. Or he just said, well, we are going to just play a lot of games and then talk about the games afterwards, but never actually go through a rigorous practice session that we're focused on building skills. And that's how it is for us as professionals. We just don't have time to practice. So the ability to practice your negotiation and conflict management skills in a safe environment is very, very rare. And then once you complete that, we'll give you the online certification. With this course, I wanted to make sure that I could make it affordable for everybody who was listening to the show. So here's the price breakdown for the online course. The cost for the full negotiation certification program online is 4 payments of $97. And the cost for the program that is just the lectures and access to the course materials, that would be 4 payments of $67 per month. So again,
brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/marketer. Terms and conditions apply.
Very, very affordable. So I'm looking forward to having many of you in the course because this is something that was requested, especially by the people who are international listeners. So shout out to all of the listeners around the world. This new program is for you. The course starts April 8th, and I don't know when I'm going to do it again. So for those of you who are interested, click the link in the description because time is running out. And for those of you who are coming in person, we are going to get it certified for continuing legal education for attorneys out there, and we're working on getting it certified for real estate. So we will keep you posted on that. Lastly, with all of these opportunities, you can ask your employer to either pay for it up front or reimburse you on the back end because it's professional development. I think the majority of the people in the workshop were reimbursed by their employer for the purchase. So another reason to come down and visit me or take the online course. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I will send, I'll make it so that there's a direct link to my email in the body of the description, so you could just directly email me there, but also links to the online course and for the workshops coming up. So we are very excited about what's coming up here with the American Negotiation Institute. Thank you all for your feedback. And before I go, speaking of the feedback, for the people who responded to the survey a few years ago and the people who responded to my request for what your challenges are in negotiation, big thank you for that, because now I can hone the material on the online course and the workshops to make it more pertinent to what you need. So here are the things that you will learn in the workshops and on the online course based on the feedback I've received from you. So after going through the course or going to the workshop, you'll be able to negotiate with someone who has more leverage, power, or authority, thoroughly prepare for and execute during your business negotiations, manage conflict effectively, both at work and at home, negotiate without giving in to threats and aggression, manage your emotions and the emotions of others, have conversations without the fear of damaging the relationship, understand the underlying wants and needs of the other party, and use negotiation as a tool to advance your career and increase your salary. So those are all things that you would be able to do after going through this workshop. So we are very, very excited about it because these are serious changes that can happen to you in your profession, in your personal life, in your business life, after you acquire these skills. And most importantly, after you develop the confidence you need to successfully execute, because that, I believe, is a critical element, getting your psychology in the right place to be confident enough to actually utilize these skills when it matters. And as you know, I am a psychology nerd with my psych degree. I wanted to be a therapist back before I became a lawyer. And so that psychological element is really important to me. So we focus focus in on that, breaking down the psychology involved in persuasion so you can understand what's going on in your mind and in the mind of the other person so you can put yourself in the best position for success. So thank you again for all the support, and I would love to meet you all in person at one of these workshops. That would be fantastic. So hope you all have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one.